Hey guys, back at it again with another Film It Friday. Today we're going to be showing you how to use some digital techniques to achieve a tilt shift look. It's essentially a lens where the focus point is on a tilt instead of at a flat angle. So you can see this used in films like Game Night, where they make a real life set look like a miniature set. So what we're doing today, because tilt shifts are expensive and I came up with this idea like 10 minutes ago, is we've got a camera set up at a high angle, filming a lot of movement happening down at street level. Now that's one of the key components to getting the miniature look to look right, is you have to be high up, because if you think of it, if you're shooting miniatures, you're gonna be above those miniatures, so we have to be above our fake miniatures. If you did this at eye level, it would just look bad. It is a stylistic technique you can use, but it doesn't look like miniatures like we're trying to get. The second thing to keep in mind is that we want everything in focus, because when everything's in focus, then we can adjust the focus in post. If everything's out of focus, then we don't really have any control. So we've closed down the aperture a bunch, we're high up, getting a lot of movement. We've added saturation and contrast to the image to make it look like it's a painted thing like miniatures are. And finally, we've added some camera lens blur on the top and bottom of the image, with the middle being nice and in focus. And as you see here, it makes it look like a bunch of little miniatures. We're also doing this at a time lapse at 8 frames per second, playing back at 25 per second, but with a shutter speed still at 1/50th. That way, it looks like we're physically moving it and you don't have too much motion blur. This is a really fun technique you can use in your documentaries. It gives a really isolated look, and hopefully you guys can figure out some creative way to use this technique. I hope you tune in next time for something else. Bye.